amazing artists. So we are getting so close to our Christmas vacation, and you guys have done such a wonderful job with all of your art projects and learning all about colors. And so today we're going to do a little quick review before getting into our project, because I noticed that you were kind of getting stuck on what an analogous color is. And all that means, it's the neighbors. They are next to each other. So today we are going to be making some holiday ornaments, and you noticed I have a yellow and a green, and it kind of blends into each other with a yellowish green. Okay, so we're going to be using our analogous color knowledge to make some beautiful Christmas bulbs. Let's go. For this project, you are going to need 2 pieces of paper. One white paper for making your ornaments, and then you're also going to need a background paper. So I use black, but so you can see it better, I think I'm going to use a color like purple. All right, so I've got my 2 papers. I'm going to set my background aside, and now I'm ready to make my ornaments. Okay, so for this, you're going to need to make some circles. Well, if you are handy with pencil, you can draw your own. Maybe you don't have a steady hand. You could use things from around your house to trace. Here's another. You can make them different sizes. And you could even get a little fancy and maybe draw your own. I'm going to make this one pointed. Okay, don't forget the tops of the bulbs. So now I'm ready to color. Okay, so for this project, you can actually choose what you want to use. I use watercolors because they can blend and mix those beautiful colors. So that's what I'm going to show you with, but I'm going to show you with some colored pencils as a backup plan if you don't have that. Okay, so an ornament or something shiny always has a spot where the light hits it. So if you see on the top of this cup, that makes what we call a highlight. And usually anything shiny has that. So I want to remember that by leaving a white space somewhere on my ornament. So I'm going to maybe pick my color. So what color do I want to use? Maybe I'm going to do a blue ornament, and then I could do almost like a bluish purple or a bluish green. Okay, so wet my blue paint. I'm going to leave kind of a white spot for where my highlight is. And paint, make it blue. And maybe I want to now start mixing in the next color, which would be a bluish purple. Mix some of that in. And then even around the edges, I can get really dark. And maybe go further and do a reddish purple. Maybe I want to put just a little bit of red around my edge. Now you can see how those colors go from blue to purple to red. That's the analogous colors. All right, don't forget the top. All right, so that's how you would do it with using watercolor paints. What about if I have colored pencils? So I can do the same thing. This time I'm going to do a light green into a dark green, and then into a, that's purple, into a blue. Okay, so again, kind of want to save room for a highlight. And then color my green. Into a darker green. Oh no, I colored outside. Is that a problem? Nope, because I'm actually going to cut right off the edge. And now I'm going to blend in some blue. And again, forget the top. So as you can see, you can get the same effect by using different materials, okay? So I used watercolor as well as colored pencils, and I can still gradiate, that's what we mean by blending, from one color to another. All right, so I'm going to let you finish creating. I'm going to let mine dry and get started on the background. All right, so now for the background, we're going to be making the tree branches that the ornaments are going to hang off of, okay? So I'm going to put that aside. So for this, you can use either crayons or colored pencils. I suggest using crayons. Gives it a nice texture, especially if you are going to do it on black paper. It shows up better, okay? So how do I draw a tree branch? So I'm going to start with the stick part. You don't have to get too technical with this. You could just do a straight line. That's fine. Maybe I want to do 3. Maybe I want to do 4. Maybe I want to do 5. Just mapping out where my branch is going to go. Okay. So now I'm going to do the bristles, which are easy. They're lines. So for this, you don't have to be super neat. Get a little crazy. All right, is anything just one color? No, let's blend. Let's add some yellow or light green. And white will really brighten up those branches. You can even decorate the background, do some snowflakes if you want. Circles. Nice and bright and cheery. Okay. Now it's time to decorate the tree. Grab those ornaments and start cutting and gluing them on. All right, so now they're all cut out. How do I want it to look? That's called building the composition. Maybe I have too many. Maybe that one is too big. Okay, I'm actually not going to use that one. All right, glue them on. So here is my finished Christmas ornaments. As you can see, I actually trimmed a little bit of the edge and then I stapled it onto a background paper and it made a nice little frame. This would be a great gift to give to someone you love or just hang it to decorate your kitchen or on your fridge. All right, so feel free to add glitter or decorate it even more. If not, make sure you take a picture of it and pass it into the Google Classroom. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas vacation. I'll see you guys in a while. Bye.